Chris is going to be filming.
He'll probably be in the next room right here with Coach Taylor.
Bearcats.
Video stream about to start. You can start commercials.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
Inside tonight instead of going upstairs.
I'm working inside. Is it cold out there?
I'll probably do right here.
Yeah, you can help Taylor right there. So. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense than climbing up there. Just
that's not weird. Sounds like I'm more likely being in the box, right? That's right with this weather.
You don't want to get your equipment wet, so you can do this and leave from there. So, yeah, since Darren's up here, you can sit up and get it. Yeah.
The man behind the camera. No one knows what it's tastes like. Oh wait, there it is. Are they supposed to keep playing, or were we just doing one commercial?
Not.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
Space bar, and it just stops. Okay, and that's a new one.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
And yeah, it shouldn't. It should just keep going until we press.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
This. Did you just talk about Hoover Stockyards when it was on corners? Question mark, man. Mike Sutherland. Help. Please. Help me. That was blocked.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
There's Mick. Hey, get down there, boy.
Told you.
Well,
Told you I'd
down
make
the way.
it.
Look out, Mick, down the way.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing there, Mike?
What is it, what?
Not much.
Unscrew the commercials now.
Yeah.
It's just doing one
Save
at
the
a
day.
time.
Help us.
Where are we at?
Hey, Cox.
Yo. Hey, Mick. How are you, buddy? What are you doing? Oh, nothing. What are you doing? Waiting on the...
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team, and that's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Blue Devils. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has a play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the Square in Cordell.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
Did you know water heating is the second largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses goes to heating the water. Your clothes really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team, and that's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Blue Devils. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has a play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the Square in Cordell.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
Did you know water heating is the second largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses goes to heating the water. Your clothes really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554. Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team, and that's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Blue Devils. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has a play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From farmers.
Okay, I'm doing it.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cordell Blue Devil Football. I'm Mike Sutherland, along here with Dudley. Say hi, Dudley.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We're glad to be here on a nice rainy night in Cordell. Beautiful night weather-wise, except for the rain, but the field's a little damp. No problem there. It makes it a level playing field for both teams. We're excited to have this one kicked off underway right here. The Blue Devils win the toss on this ball game, and so they said, we want the ball. So that's a good, I like that attitude. Give me the ball and we'll go from there.
I like the confidence. If I have the ball, you can't score on me.
That's right. So.
It looks like kickoff team is getting set to receive. The Hobart Bearcats take the field, coming up the sideline. Minimal crowd tonight. Evidently, people don't like watching football in the rain.
No, they like listening to us at home.
Now, well,
on
that's
their
it.
computer
It has to be the sound of your melodious voice.
That's got to be it.
So. That's got to be it. So we have back to receive. Now, the Hobart Bearcats are just getting to their sideline. Special teams not even coming onto the field just yet. Clock is not yet begun. Blue Devils come into this one with a 2-5 record. Been more competitive than the record might show. We lost our first game 8-6 and lost the second one in a close, tight one. And well, it's just been a tough go round early on, and we're missing a couple men tonight. With Andrew Guzman and Dane Corbin out tonight.
Yep, been a little under the weather and stuff. Who are our captains for tonight's game?
Captains for tonight were James Ivy, Paxton Schweitzer, Drayton Maddox, and Colby Rivera. And back deep for us tonight, Rivera will be back deep. Maddox will go back deep, and Alex Grissom back deep to receive. Normally, if my memory serves me correctly, Hobart usually has a fairly decent kicker.
You bet. It's been a while, been a few years since we played Hobart, as they've been in 2A for the last 8 or 10 years, and then they dropped back to Class A this year, so they'll be kicking off now.
And we're off. Straight line drive kick is going to sail out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. Blue Devils will get the football in good field position to begin the game. Looks like we have a couple, at least one position change tonight. Paxton Schweitzer, who had been wearing number 34 and lining up in the backfield, is wearing number 56. And we're going to see where he lines up because that's a lineman's number. So he will probably take, our guesses are at the moment, he is probably taking Guzman's spot on the line.
You bet. And a few weeks ago, he would wear 56 for a while and then change his jersey to 34. And they changed jersey 2 or 3 times. And they said, don't do that anymore. Just wear one or the other and go from there. But I got a feeling he's going to be back as a lineman tonight.
And Cameron Cochran comes out as center. Lined up in the backfield for the Blue Devils it's a change in lineup. Blue Devils under center. Straight up the middle is the handoff, and that looked to me, let's see what we get, a number 22, Aiden Zangi's going to get some carries tonight on offense.
Go
ahead. Aiden Zangi, excuse me, I had an interruption in the booth there for a second. Aiden Zangi on the carry. He's going to get some playing time. He's lined up in the fullback position. Blue Devils come out under center in a wishbone formation. And then the backfield is Rivera, Zangi. And Rivera gets the ball off to the right side, stacked up after, well, moving the pile forward. Looks like he's going to get about 4 yards on the carry, bring up 3rd down and manageable.
Got a good push there by his lineman and a few more backs right there.
All right, number 7, Larson, is playing the other running back tonight. I believe he's a freshman, is he not?
Yes.
All right.
He got the quarterback a few weeks ago a little bit. So.
No, Walker quarterback a few weeks ago.
Larson did
Was
too.
Larson?
Yeah,
Did he take some
we ran
snaps?
2 or 3 quarterbacks in there for a period of time, and so they got a little experience a few weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun to see that.
3rd down and a long 5. Looks like about 5.5 from where I'm at. The ball's on the 5, but the yard marker's not. Everybody in tight. Blue Devils in a tight formation. Option to the right, pitches out, and he is going to lose yardage. They were all over that play. Should have kept that one if you're the quarterback. But if you can get your buddy hit and save yourself from getting hit.
Well, the ground's a little softer tonight, and you can slide further. So
yeah, he did slide after he hit the ground a couple of yards. That's going to bring up a loss of about 9 on the play on the option. So it's going to bring up 4th, and it looks like 13 or 14 from where we're sitting. Off comes Cameron Cochran. Maddox back to punt. 2 back for the Hobart Bearcats. And we're trying to shuffle numbers here. Number 5 and he's too skinny and won't turn sideways.
No problem there. We'll tell you after.
Right. High snap. Maddox fields it, though. Decent punt, considering he's standing about ankle deep in water when he's trying to kick. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a short punt. Ball angled out of bounds. He comes up to the 50, about a 25-yard punt. Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 right there, right on the 50 is where it's looking like they're going to spot it at the moment.
Excellent field position for Hobart then.
They moved it up even further there. He had the football tucked under his jersey. He's on our side.
The chain markers are not in line with where the ball's at.
Still aren't in line. They don't have the chain set yet. Hobart lines up in the I formation, 1 wide to the left, 2 set behind the quarterback, and a quick toss to the left, and Rivera breaks it up pretty quickly. After about a 1.5 gain, it's going to be about 2nd down and a long 8 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Kobe Rivera did a good job and hit him in his own backfield, but he was airborne and flew forward to the 45-yard line.
Hobart comes out in the I formation again, tight end to the left. Wide to the left, 2 in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to the fullback, and he is wrapped up by James Ivey at the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten forward progress of a yard, but that's going to be about all. Good job there by James Ivey.
Yeah, Paxton hit him right at the line of scrimmage, then he spun to his left over to the north side of the field and tried to get a little more, but not a lot of going right there in that territory.
I'm going to call it about 3rd down and 7. 7, yeah, that's what we're going to call her.
Yep.
All right, then. 1 wide to the right for the Bearcats. Lined up in the I. Quarterback under center. Strong side to the right. It's a fake handoff. He's going to roll to the right. Toss to the back, out of the backfield. And he's down the field to about the 30. Breaks it, cuts it back in about the 25, and a missed tackle there by the Blue Devils. And he stumbles down to about the 17-yard line. Play turned out a whole lot bigger than it initially should have. He almost didn't catch the football, but a few yards after he secures it, a few yards later, he's down to the 17, 1st and 10 Bearcats.
You bet. He made a good spin move at about the 25. He looked like he was going out of bounds, spun back into the field of play, and then Drayton Maddox is back there for a big stop for the Cordell Blue Devils from the 17.
1st and 10. 1 goes wide to the left for the Bearcats. Strong side of the line. Well, they're balanced here on the line. Straight dive up the middle right, off tackle to the tailback. He breaks around to the outside for a 10-yard gain, about an 8-yard gain maybe. They're going to mark him down
inside
the 10. They're about an 8-yard gain, and he's just inside the 10-yard line.
Yep. Good hustle by Paxton Schweitzer. He chased him down from behind, and they're going to give him almost the 7 or 8 yard. We'll call it the 8, no problem. So, facing
right,
a
second down.
2nd and 1.
I formation, balanced line, 1 wide to the left. Quick snap. Hands off straight up the middle. Big hole. Rumbles down to just short of the goal line, according to this line judge. And we're going to go. I like his call. As I think the Bearcat coaches over there wanted a touchdown signal, but he comes up just short. In fact, if that football was just had whiskers on it,
if it was overinflated, it would have been in the end zone.
Yeah, if it was just a little fatter, it'd be in there. Blue Devils facing 1st and goal, trying to man up here and hold, and quarterback sneaking. They're going to get in. So that's going to be a touchdown at the 7:15 mark of the 1st quarter for the Hobart Bearcats. 6-0 at the moment. Let's see if they're coming. They're bringing in a kicker, so they're going to go ahead and try this wet, slippery snap and the kick. And the field condition itself is pretty good. The turf is in good shape, but everything's just kind of slippery just because the rain rolled in about 3 o'clock and really hasn't let up all that much.
Well, had different waves of it, but the field's wet. One thing nice, this week you see that the ball boys on the side, they have towels to try to dry the ball off a little bit.
Yeah.
Last week there was enough humidity. They didn't dry them off down at Frederick, and it made a big difference.
Yeah, field was wet, humid, and both teams actually suffered from that, coughing up the football. The kick is up, straight punch kick is good. And at the 7:15 mark of the first quarter, Hobart Bearcats 7, Cordell Blue Devils 0. We're going to take a commercial break. You're listening to 107 The Zone, and you can find us streaming online at oksports.tv. You can also find us on Facebook at 107 The Zone.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Are you back?
All right, we're back here. Blue Devils trail this one early, 7-0, having some, I don't want to say technical difficulty.
It's a rainy night in Georgia. What
yeah,
can you say,
I'll tell you what. Blue Devils back to receive. Hobart Bearcats coming onto the field, getting ready for the kick. Blue Devils held that one until 3rd and 8, then a pass to the running back out of the backfield underneath, broke free down to the 17, and then they had a couple of rushes to push it down to the 7 or 8, and then another couple of rushes to get across the goal line, and that's where this one stands at the moment. And Blue Devils back to receive. Let's see if they can keep it in the field of play this time. Straight kick, knuckleball all the way down there, and the ball is lets it roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Kobe Rivera did a good job. He let it go. He was inside the 10. If it's sailing, let it go in the end zone.
Yeah, if it's going to go back there, especially on a field like this. And it was a straight line drive kick. It had taken a bounce. So Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. Now, that's always peculiar to me that college, a touchback is now out to the 25, and I believe the pros, they're out to the 25, and high school, we're still back at the 20. Blue Devils come out in the wishbone formation, Maddox under center, three running backs, Larson, Zangi, and Rivera. Larson with the ball, bounces to the left, spins back to the inside for about no gain, and that is going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils. Let's see, Zangi is an undersized running back, if you will. He's not small. He's kind of built like a hay bale. And he's square and he's tough to get a handle on, but he is kind of smaller in stature. And then Larson's a freshman, and he's kind of small in stature. They're sticking their nose in there, though, so we're a little undersized in the backfield tonight. Maddox with the snap, hands off tackle. Rivera tries to catch it around the edge and gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. In fact, he may lose a yard.
Talking about little Larson right there, and I say little Larson, I shouldn't say it. He don't know he's not 6 foot tall and 220.
He doesn't play like. Their junior high season ended this last week.
Yep.
And I got to call several of the home games and watching a couple of our freshmen coming up that played well throughout the season. Next year's group of sophomores look pretty good. So here we are in the wishbone formation. Maddox under center, facing 3rd and 11, and they got him to jump. There we go. They went on the hard count and got Hobart to jump, and so that's going to bring up about 3rd and 6 because that's going to be an offside penalty. They'll mark off 5 yards. And now 3rd and 6, Blue Devils have something just a little bit more manageable than 3rd and 11. Back under center, wishbone formation. Maddox takes the snap, is looking to pass, fakes it, comes back across the middle to the screen, and it's well covered. Couple of yard gain, but not enough for the 1st down. They tried to fake a handoff to freeze the linebackers, and then they faked a little swing pass to the right to move the linebackers, and they threw it back underneath, and running back catches the football, and the linebacker standing right there.
Yeah, Alex Grissom made a good catch in traffic right there, so it doesn't hurt anything too much.
Maddox back to punt, 4th and 6. Good snap this time. Better punt this time. Gets it further down the field. Ball fielded and muffed. The ball was muffed. It's loose, and late Blue Devil coming up. We may come up with this football. Oh, my goodness. How did they get that football? Wow.
It took a Hobart bounce right there.
Well, that's one of those grease pig contests right there. One guy had it and recovered it, and it slipped out. One of our guys fell directly on it, and it must have slipped out because it looked like a Blue Devil fell straight on that football. 1st and 10, Hobart. I'm going to bring one wide to the right. Balanced line, I formation, quarterback under center. Takes the snap, pitch to the left, takes it between the guard and the tackle, and he's off to the races. Now, last chance is Alex Grissom, and he's able to get him down just inside the 5. Against most teams, there would have been no catching him, but Alex has that range and that speed on the back end, and he's able to track him down just inside the 5-yard line. He had a pretty good-sized lane to run through there.
They're going to give him the 3 right there. So.
Blue Devils backs to the wall here with 4:59 remaining in the first. And Hobart knocking on the door again, 1 wide to the right. And they're going to hand off straight to the fullback, and he goes in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Left side right there, 4:46 remains in this first period of play. And Hobart goes up by a score of 13-0.
Kicker comes on the field, and Hobart does this lineup where they line up all their guys to the left and with a up back behind the line. If you don't cover it, the center will snap the ball over to the up back behind the line. If you do cover it, they come back over center and just go ahead and kick the field goal.
I've always seen this, but it did make a lot of sense. Nobody runs it without being covered.
The only people I've ever seen actually run the play is the Texas A&M Aggies. And the point is good. 4:45 remaining in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one early, 14-0. We'll be right back.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back to this one. Been a rain-soaked affair thus far. Blue Devils coming up on the short end of this one for the early part of the ball game. 4:45 remaining in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 14-0. Blue Devils back to receive the kick. Maddox is back deep. Grissom and Rivera back deep. Been line drive kicks so far, and not a chance to field anything. One of them line drive right out of bounds, and one of them went straight to the back of the end zone. So here we are. Mr. Whitehat signals we're all ready. And he lines up, kicks the ball. Looks like it may sail out of bounds again, and it does. Actually, it makes the corner of the end zone just before it gets out of bounds. Touchback. Blue Devils will begin this drive on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. And we, so far, haven't had much success on offense. When you're missing one of your linemen, and then you take one of your lead blockers out of the backfield, who's as big as one of your linemen, except faster, it really hinders your blocking ability. And especially if you look at the Bearcats, they have some fairly decent size up front. They're pretty consistent.
They're big boys, and they've had a good season. They've just, unfortunate for Cordell, they've dropped down to Class A where they were at 2A last year. They were one of the smaller teams in Class 2A last year, so they're one of the larger teams in Class A this year. So
pitch out to the left for the Blue Devils. It was quickly covered. Not enough speed to catch that edge without Dane Corbin on the field, and that's going to bring up about an 8-yard. Yeah, about an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, Kobe Rivera did everything he could.
It was just covered.
And there's just no going right there. He tried to make the corner and it didn't happen. So Kobe Rivera was hustling, and he did what he could, but it's a loss for the Cordell Blue Devils. So.
I'll bring up 2nd and 18, and that's normally not an ideal situation for a wishbone formation. It's just wishbone is designed to grind it out, a play at a time, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Wishbone formation. Maddox under center. Takes the snap. Looking to pitch. Finds the pitch, man. Rivera can't quite get the edge. If he'd have got the edge, he might have got a couple of yards. But pursuit by the Bearcats was really good. Stringing it out. Lost another couple of yards on the play. Lost about a yard and a half on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long. I have from
the 9.
From the 9, yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and 21 right here.
All right, then. Okay, Blue Devils come out 2 wide to the left. Maddox is going to go to the shotgun. Larson's going to be alone back in the backfield with him. 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils, trying to spread it out a little bit. Formations, coverage switching about for the Bearcats. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Snap is good. Maddox looking to the left, finds a little bit of room. He's going to escape now, get a little bit of yardage for the punt, and he's dragged down about the 11-yard line. That'll give him a little bit of room to punt, because from where they were, he was going to be standing in his own end zone. So Blue Devils looking to punt again, third time in this quarter. 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. And Blue Devils back to punt, and the Bearcats back about the Blue Devil 45 to receive this punt. I don't know if we have 10 men on the field. It looks like we have 10 men on the field. Nice kick by Maddox. Maddox drives him back to the Bearcat 45, standing in his own end zone. And Grissom is right there in pursuit. Couldn't quite wrangle him. He cuts across, and he is brought down. Oh, he's not down yet, but he stepped out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Great punt by Drayton Maddox. He's standing on his own goal line and drove the ball all the way back to the Bearcat 45-yard line. The receiver retreated a little bit. Grissom almost had him back around the 35. He catches the corner and is driven out at the 40. I'll give him the 48 or 47 there.
What an opportunity. I mean, the receiver ran back to his 35, and I thought if you can get him back there, and Grissom nearly had him back there.
All right.
Just couldn't get it done. So
Bearcats with the football. 2:17 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Bearcats. 1 man wide to the right. One loose football, and he picks it up and gets what he can. He's going to gain about a yard or yard and a half or two. Bobbled the snap due to the wet football. And
turned into a fumble Rooski instead.
Yeah, almost. Gets about 2 yards on the play, bring up about 2nd down and 8 for the Bearcats. Mr. Cox over there he's calling it 2nd down and 9. You can tell he's been in Cordell for a while.
He's helping.
He's helping there. 1 wide to the right for the Bearcats. I formation, quarterback under center. Takes the snap, pitches to the left. Same toss play again, and he finds a lane out there for about a 5-yard rumble. But there is a flag on the far side of the field. We're either going to get a face mask or a hold. And the initial signal is a hold. And that's going to go against the Bearcats. It's going to back them up. It's going to be a spot foul. So it's going to come down to 2nd down. And it looks to me like 16 right there.
Back up to the Hobart 43-yard line.
So overall, a loss of 8 on the play because of the penalty. And that's a way to get people behind the chains. And now, if you can hold them and make them punt to you, it'll ease ease up on the defense a little bit. 1 wide to the right. He's looking to the right, and there's another flag on the play. False start.
Okay, I was looking for the play clock, and they still had time on the play clock.
Yeah, that's the first thing I looked at because they blew the play dead. And all right then, so this drive's going the right direction for the Blue Devils, wrong direction for the Bearcats. But since this is Blue Devil Radio, that's a good drive for the Blue Devils.
Backs them up to the Hobart 38-yard line.
So it is 2nd and 20-ish, we'll call it. It looks a little longer.
23, 24.
Yeah, it looks a little longer than 20. I formation. Takes the snap. He's looking to his right, and he's going to hand off. Nice draw play there, and he finds a huge lane up the middle. Breaks free, and he is still running. Zangi is the last man with a chance, and it is a no-go. That's going to be a long touchdown run for the Hobart Bearcats. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Bearcats 20, Blue Devils 0 as the special teams comes on the field for the Bearcats for the extra point.
What was amazing, there was 2 or 3 near tackles for Cordell. I know if you don't tackle them, it's not a tackle, but you had 2 or 3 guys hit them, but they're probably a little slicker tonight because of the moisture. And so, I mean, I saw Grissom down here hit him pretty good, and usually he'd fall down, but he just couldn't hang on to him. So.
Yeah, here we are lined up for the kick. Kick is up, and it looks like he went to the right to me. No good. So Blue Devils catch a break on the extra point. Into the first 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Blue Devils trailing this one. Bearcats 20, Blue Devils 0.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
All right, we're back here. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That's all Bearcats at the moment. Where Dudley's over there rocking out to some Bon Jovi on his phone while we're sitting here trying to take care of the radio. And Blue Devils is still in the huddle, getting ready to go back to receive the kick. Bearcats come out, tee it up, and getting ready to go.
Oh, that was a Sunshine Cafe commercial, and I talked to Terry today, and I said, you know, Terry, since the Pumpkin Festival is going to be on Friday, and they're not going to have a regular pumpkin pancake breakfast, will you be serving pancakes? He said, come on down. I'm going to have pumpkin pancakes, whatever you want, on Saturday morning before the pumpkin
All
festival.
right. And there's the first kick. Looks like it's going to be able to be fielded. Grissom scoops it up about the 3, cuts it back, has a little bit of a lane. Lane closes up, and he is brought down. I think his knees went down before the 35, but they're going to give him that extra stretch there. Right about the 26-yard line, 26-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 Blue Devils with 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter. You got 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Maddox in the shotgun. Larson the lone setback in the shotgun with Maddox. And they're going to run a counter here, and there's a little bit of a hole. Larson ahead for looks like about 2 yards to me. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Hobart Bearcats 20, Cordell Blue Devils 0. You're listening to 107 The Zone. You can find us on live stream at oksports.com and oksports.tv, and you can find us on Facebook at 107 The Zone.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
All right, we're back here to begin the second quarter. Blue Devils trailing this one early. High snap, missed the handoff because of the high snap. Drayton Maddox tucks it and gets it back to, maybe a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Yeah, I'm going to call it 3rd down and 7. They're giving them 6 on the scoreboard. Everything's still in tight. Blue Devils having a size problem right now, especially with one of our larger linemen out and having to move our lead blocker to the line. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Go on a hard count. Almost got them to jump. They did jump, but they didn't cross the line. Blue Devils look back over, get a different play call. Audible. Larson lined up as a lone setback next to Maddox. Snap is good. He's going to hand it off to Larson, who has a little bit of a hole, but met by the linebacker at about 3 yards. Form tackle there. Welcome to varsity football, Mr. Freshman. That was a good hard stick right there, and he pops right back up. That's the good thing about freshmen. They're just excited to be playing. They don't care if it hurts or not. Blue Devils have 4th down and 4 with 10:50 remaining in the half. Maddox back to punt. 2 return men for the Bearcats. And we have a good looking punt. He looked to fake it there for a minute. Nice kick. Sails out of bounds. I'm going to say somewhere just about the 40-yard line. They're coming up. Mr. White Hat spotting. Matter of fact, he's not. He's just looking down on the ground walking up the field.
He said, I'm wet, I'm tired, let's get this thing out of here. So.
That was kind of funny to watch because the side judge here is doing his job. He has his hand up, running down the sideline, trying to get the angle from where the ball went out of bounds, and you're supposed to get that angle from the head official, and he was just walking up the field. Ball spotted on the 38. They gave him a fair spot, I think. Ball spotted on the 38 for the Bearcats. Blue Devils come back out on defense. And another thing with Dane Corbin out, you with two people out in a Class A program, normally you don't lose just 2 positions, you lose 4 positions. Straight ahead off tackle there on that play for the Bearcats brings up 2nd and 7. So with Dane Corbin out, you lose a starting running back and a starting defensive back. And with Andrew Guzman out, you lose a starting offensive lineman and a starting defensive lineman. So it's like losing with Class A football and 2-way starters. It's like losing 4 starters for 1 game. So 2nd down and 7. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he has a huge hole, and they might be able to catch him. They might not take the dive at it. Young man, he decided not to. Touchdown, Hobart.
With 9:52.
Yeah, quarterback option, and he ended up keeping it on the play. And it is, 9:52 remaining in the half, and the Bearcats are up 26-0. Hobart lines up for the extra point. High snap, but fielded, and it's punch kick, and it is good. 9:52 remaining in the half. Blue Devils trail this one 27-0. We'll be right back.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
Did you know water heating is the 2nd largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses goes to heating the water. Your clothes really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low-flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy-saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
Okay, we're back here. 9:52 remaining in the half. Blue Devils on the short end of this one thus far. 27-0 is the score. Hobart back to kick. Blue Devils back to receive. Haven't had a return to speak of so far, and this one's going to be fielded by Rivera right at the 10, bringing it his way toward the press box, cuts up the middle, gets across the 30 to the 31. Fairly decent return on the play, considering there just wasn't a whole lot there. Kind of squeezed through a little bit of a hole and made something out of nothing. So Blue Devils take over on their own 30. I'm going to give them the 31. Let's see what the... and they're going to give them the 32. We'll go with the 32. Let's be generous today.
32 works in my book.
All right. Blue Devils spread the formation out, 2 wide to the left. Lone setback with Maddox in the shotgun. Snap, he's rolling to his left, trying to find one of those short receivers. Throws it across the middle. Airmails one, but airmails it right to a defender. And that is going to be an interception. Hobart will take over on the the Blue Devil 47-yard line.
Yeah, and Matthew Molina had made that interception right there.
Yeah, Maddox was looking for the short man, actually the play's designed to bring the defensive backs up to cover the short man, and you want to hit someone in that second level. Well, defense executed their job, and Maddox tried to find one across the middle against his body. And it was just a 50-50 ball, and they came down with it. Bearcat first down, lined up in formation, pitches to the right, has a big hole, and whoa, he was stopped. Had a head of steam going, and just met. Looks like Paxton Schweitzer and it stopped. I mean, his momentum, his progress just stopped after about a 6-yard gain. Good tackle there by Schweitzer. So Blue Devils come back to the line here. 2nd down and 4. Bearcats send one wide to the right. They've only thrown one pass tonight, and it went for a while, but it was a short pass underneath. Lined up in the I formation, quarterback under center, fakes it, brings a counter type action across the formation. Faked the pitch to the right, and then handed it off inside to the up back. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short. Blue Devils have a chance to get off the field here if possible, if the defense can rally. We're a little undersized on that line in comparison to what we're up against, but Blue Devils, if we can get some help here from the defense, maybe get something going on offense. Everybody within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage for both teams. And he's going to take it right straight up the middle again, and he is stacked up at the, I'm going to call it the 34-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
The Blue Devils were pushing to the east, the Hobart Bearcats pushing to the west. 1st down, Hobart Bearcats at the 34. Yeah.
All right, then, here we come. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. 8:15 remaining in the half. Bearcats come out in I formation, one wide to the right. He's going to hand off to the up back, and he stutter steps through the hole and finds a lane, and that is another Bearcat touchdown. 8 minutes remaining, and this one is 33-0. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. This one's 33-0.
Goodness, it's been all Hobart right here. So the interesting thing that I saw right here is when Hobart's kicking off or kicking their extra point, I think their kicker was taught by Rhett Putnam. He's a left-footed kicker. And,
yeah, left-footed kicker and punches it straight ahead.
No.
All right, then. And they're just lined up to kick the extra point. And here is the snap. Good snap. And he shanked it. That was just a shank. No other way around that, and that's no good. So with 8 minutes remaining in the first half, Blue Devils trail this one 33-0. We'll be right back.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Okay, we're back. 8 minutes. In fact, 8:01 remaining in the first half. Has not been a good-looking night for the Blue Devils. Offensively, we have yet to get a first down. And now the Bearcats are kicking. And Grissom fields it at about the 8, finds a lane, barrels across the... He's still moving the pile. And they're finally going to wrestle him down. They're going to say his momentum stopped around the 28, even though he fell across the 30. 7:58 now. Alice is going to want credit for those other 3 yards he got there.
He should have them. I mean, his legs were still churning.
Yeah.
He was still moving. Had a few Blue Devils pushing him, and he got on up to the 31 or 2, but they'll mark him at the 28. So.
All right, then. You're going to split 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Larson in the shotgun, and it's going to be a quarterback lead, and Maddox tries to extend it out to the left because the middle was plugged up, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. There's a difference between running behind a fullback who's the size of a lineman and a freshman running back, and that's no slight against Larson. That's just it's science. That's just science, you know. Blue Devils split 1 to the right. Going to be a little bubble pass here. And it was well covered by Hobart, and Maddox has to eat it.
He pump faked twice trying to get the defense to bite on it, but the assignment was get Maddox, and that's what they did.
Yeah, well, they ran this little bubble screen out here. They were hoping to get the little flare pass out to Grissom, but instead of pursuing up the field, the defensive back covered Grissom coming out of the backfield, and that's where the ball was supposed to go. And after that, there was nowhere to go with it, and blocking broke down. That was the end of the play. 3rd down and long for the Blue Devils. He's looking to pass. He's going to sail one down the sideline, 50-50 ball. Ball sails out of bounds, incomplete, and bring up 4th and long for the Blue Devils.
You called 50-50 ball. It went out of bounds at the 50, and so that's where it's an incomplete pass.
There we go. Maybe I should have said something else.
Said, catch that one here.
Maybe I should just start calling the completion before he throws the football. Maybe that'll help us out some. 6:41 remaining in the half. Blue Devils on the short end of this one. Maddox back to punt. Just not much going the Blue Devil way at the moment. Shift to the right by Rivera. Nice snap. Maddox settles into the kick. Hangs one high down to the 50 and takes a Blue Devil bounce. Nice punt. Down to the 38-yard line. Good job on as far as the punter goes, sailing that one out. Hobart's coming right on the field, so we're going to stick right here. Everybody's on the field already.
You bet. And Grissom was down there on the punt coverage. When the ball hit at the 50, he was there within a yard of it. Tracked it all the way down to the 39, 38-yard line.
38, yeah. So that was a good punt by Maddox.
Good coverage on defense.
The last 3 punts have been pretty good. He's gotten his bounces even on a soggy field. Oftentimes when you get a field this wet, when the ball hits the ground, it just dies. But he's gotten some good bounces, and the Blue Devils have backed it up. Let's see if we can hold him here. I formation for the Bearcats. 1 wide to the right, quarterback under center. Takes the snap, dive play right up the middle. He's breaking free. Zangy holding on, trying to strip the football, but unable to get the ball away, and wrestles him down after about a 14-yard gain. And that'll be 1st and 10 Bearcats with 6:20. By the time they take the snap, will be about 6:15 to go in the half. New running back in, number 24 for the Bearcats now in to the ball game, and that we've got a roster here.
It's Alejandro Stafford.
Alejandro Stafford. All right, 1 wide to the left, I formation for the Bearcats. He's going to pitch it to the right. He's going to cut back to the inside. Tripped up by, looks like, Carson Nickel. And he's only going to go for about a yard gain on the play. And they're going to that's about exactly what they're going to give him, is a yard on the play. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Bearcats. They've switched running backs. In fact, I think they're bringing in another. I think that's who we're getting right now is a wide out. And he's going to go back to the sideline, take his position out there, split out from the formation. Bearcats have been using wide receivers to shuttle in their plays. Hobart in an I formation. He's going to hand off to the first man right up the middle, and he's hard to take down. They wrapped him up, but he's a hay bale with feet. He just don't quite go down that easily. He's going to bring up 3rd and manageable, 3rd down and 5.
I think as Adam Gonzalez had his foot and would not let go.
Yeah.
So he was standing there, and you had him in a trap with 1 foot right there, and Adam wouldn't let go. Finally, they got him down at about the 38.
To look at him, you wouldn't think he was that strong, but we've seen him get hit several times here, and he's been stuck pretty good and just hasn't gone down easily. 3rd down. Blue Devils can get off the field if they can hold here. 1 wide to the right. Bearcats in I formation. He's going to give it back to the deep back, and he's going to break to the left, and he is going to go all the way in. And Alex Grissom is going to shove him down in the end zone just to say, you didn't get away from me. I just didn't have enough field to catch you. And that's going to be a 39-point lead for the Bearcats with 4.5 minutes remaining in the half.
So they get to kick 1 more extra point right here. They've hit 2, but they've missed 2. So.
Yeah, so let's see if we can miss number 3. Now, I'm not wishing the young man ill will, but something's got to swing.
Well, he's hit 3 and missed 2.
There we go. Let's see what he's got going on right now. There's a bad snap, actually. And I don't know if he squeaked it in there or not. Nope. He pushed it to the left. So, with 4:39 remaining in the half, Blue Devils trail this one 39-0. You're listening to 107 The Zone. You can find us on oksports.tv live stream, and you can find us on Facebook at 107 The Zone.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
All right, we're back here. 4:39 remaining in the ball game. Blue Devils coming up on the short end of this one so far in the first half. Hobart lines up to kick. Blue Devils back to receive. Been a soggy affair. Field looks in good condition, but there's water standing in several places. If you walked across it, you wouldn't get across the field with dry shoes. Straight down the field kick, Grissom back to receive about the 8-yard line, finding a way towards the right side of the field, breaks toward the edge, has the 30, 35, 40, and is tackled out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Good return by Grissom. They're going to back him up about 1.5 yards, maybe out to the 42.
You got to love his effort. He leaped over one of the linemen from Hobart right there. He said, "I'm going to jump over you," and he did. He's like jumping over hurdles right there. So.
Yes. All right, Blue Devils take over this one. 1st and 10 from their own 42. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Drayton Maddox in the shotgun taking the snap with lone setback Larson. Maddox looking. Good block by Paxton Schweitzer on the edge there. Pass ahead, puts the biscuit in the basket, catches the ball at about the 50, but they're going to back him up, saying they should have given him forward progress on that one. They're not going to. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain on the play. They're going to give him 6. So it's going to bring 2nd down and 4. Mr. Cox wants to call it 2nd and 3. We'll go with his call.
You got to love good effort by Cole Rivera. He caught that. He knew he had 2 defenders coming at him. He did a spin move and thought, if I retreat a yard or 2, I'll be okay. Yeah. Well, they got him to where he retreated to before they knocked him out of bounds.
Same formation. Maddox takes it around the right end, has a hole off the edge, and that should be 15 yards. That should be 15 yards, and they're not going to call it. He rode him all the way out of bounds, 5 yards out of bounds. That should be a 15-yard penalty.
Almost to the track right there.
Yeah. That's an easy call, and it didn't get called. But enough for a 1st down anyway, and right next to us is the coach's booth, and they're wanting the flag as well. So it's not just hometown announcing wanting the flag.
Well, if we can see it, I know they can see it, and they're letting them play right now.
Yeah. So. Ooh. All right, ball sailed and hits the receiver in the hand. Can't tell who it is from here. Ball's pretty slick. Slips through his hand, bounces off his helmet, downfield, incomplete.
It was pretty much of a bullet pass to the far side. So.
Yeah, with that much smoke on it, it's going to be hard to catch with it wet like that.
Thrown with a little authority, let's put it that way. So.
Well, it was good coverage on the play. There's no room to float it. 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils, 1 wide to the left. Matter of fact, we
lost a yard on the spot right
on the
there,
incompletion, lost a yard. Maddox looking for that right side again. Nothing doing there. Hobart reads it and covers it well. May get back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think he is. They lost another yard. 3rd down, and I'm going to call it 11. Mr. Cox is going to call it something else, so we'll go from there.
We're official, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, we're the official ones. Yeah, we're the only 2 not wearing glasses. I don't know if that helps our case or hurts our case. Blue Devils 3rd and long. 2 to the right, wide out to the right for the Blue Devils. 1 slot left, 1 wide right. Lone setback is Larson. Maddox looking to pass, finds men over the middle, bounces out of his hands and is intercepted. And he's trying to run this one back, finds a little bit of a lane, and is tackled by Rivera from behind at the 45-yard line.
Whatever can go wrong does right here. So, and really, did Cole Rivera? He hit it. It came up. Did he catch it again? And then it had stripped out of his hands.
No, it just went through his hands, bounced off his thigh pads up into the air.
Okay.
Now, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Ball bounced right to a defender. He didn't even have to make a play on it. It attacked him.
I thought he might have had it one more time, and then holding it out in front of him, they stripped it out of his hands.
1st and 10 from the 45 for the Bearcats. They lead this one big late in the first half. 2 wide to the right for them. Different formation from them from the first time tonight, but they're still going to do the same thing. Run it back to the left, bounce it back, run it to the right, bounce it back to the left for about a 12-yard gain.
Number 31 was the ball carrier, and I don't see a third. There he is. Cade Lyons carried the ball for the Hobart Bearcats down to the Cordell 43-yard line.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see if they change our formation again, and they do. They go 2 wide to the right, I formation. They're gonna fake something here in a minute, and there it is. They faked it. Now they run the option. Doesn't quite catch the edge, which I thought he might, but good play by, I'm going to call it Carson Nickel on that far left side. Can't tell by the time when they got up and got back to the into the huddle. I think it was Carson Nickel out there. Going to bring that up 2nd down and 7 for the Bearcats. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now, Alec Minert did a good job as quarterback. He did a little lean in like he was going to carry it before he did the fake. And then the pitch.
Straight up the middle here, right off the guard tied in, and it looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. Let's see what Mr. Side Judge says to the chains, and they advance the chains. It is a first down
to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Lions again on the carry.
So Hobart down on the Cordell end of the field on the west end right here. First down on the 33-yard line.
Come back to the tight formation. Hits the up man, and he spins off a tackle, but is wrapped up after that. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Blue Devils. Excuse me, the Bearcats. 1:21 remaining in the half. Blue Devils trying to hold here, trying to prevent another score before halftime. And again, we were talking earlier in Class A football, especially small Class A, which we're a relatively small Class A school. When you lose a two-way player, you lose 2 players, not just one. Hand off to the up back, straight ahead for the the Bearcats. He's stacked up after a couple of yards gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So when you lose a starter, you lose two-way starter, you lose really 2 players. So Blue Devils technically down 4 starters coming into the night's matchup. And that's never a good place to be, especially when you're a small school. You don't have just a lot of guys.
One out with an injury, and the other one had been sick this week and didn't get to practice. He's on the sidelines, but if you don't practice, you're not going to get to play. So.
2 wide to the left. Running backs in I formation. They're going to hand it to the up man. He finds a seam. Cut down right there. Nice tackle by, let's get a number there. That was number 12, Kobe Rivera. Cut him down right at the 20-yard line. Good tackle.
Good effort right there. Brings up, they're going to face a 4th down right here.
Yeah, 4th down. No, they moved the chains.
Uh-oh. They'll give him a first down.
15 seconds. They're going to give it a shot at the end zone. And they're not trying to stop the clock either. They're going to run this one. Going to hand it off straight up the middle. And he's pinballing around down there. No time on the clock. He goes down. And that is the end of the half, which was actually, I need to go ahead and say this while we're talking about it. That was actually a class move by the Hobart Bearcats. Could have tried to run up the score by being more aggressive with their play calling. And at the half, Blue Devils trail this one 39-0. You're listening to 107 The Zone. You can find us at oksports.tv, and on Facebook you can find us at 107thezone.com.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
We're going to come back to Blue Devil Field right here. It's halftime for the Cordell Blue Devils and the Hobart Bearcats. It's been all Hobart from top to bottom on this ball game as they lead this 39-0 here at halftime. Got a lot to cover here at halftime, and fortunately for us, I try to get people to come up at halftime and do a little visiting with us and stuff. And Steve Smith, our band director and cross-country coach, he avoids me. Game after game, year after year, and April Cochran, I used to get her to come out. I caught her one time. She said, "I'm never coming back to talk to you again." But she did a good job. That one interview she did when we were on the north side of the field, but we've been down here for our third or fourth year. So, Steve, I know that I've been asking and catching up and finding what you've been doing, because a lot of times at halftime you guys are out here marching. We hear the band, they do the national anthem, and I know that I can hear you early of the morning and late in the evening when you have nighttime practices and stuff, and people understand basically, if they know what you're doing, that these kids in the band, they're out here, they start in summertime, they have summer programs they do, then about before school starts they come out and trying to learn formations to start marching and everything. And tell me, I know this yesterday was competition down at Lawton, because the bands, they go and compete, they usually have a trial competition somewhere. And tell us about your competition for the marching band and the flag girls crew.
Well, let's just start with the big news, which is that we went and got straight ones with the band. And then, of course, our flag team, this is the 16th year in a row that they've earned a superior rating. So if they can get everything, all the logistics done, they're about to go out and actually perform the routine. They've only got to do it once this year so far for our crowd because of the weather and everything going on. It's just been one obstacle after another, so I think they're about to actually go out and perform their routine here in just a minute. But
I see them down here on the edge of the deal. They're getting their flags lined up, got to get through the gate and everything, get everybody, all their personnel, because you guys, I loved it. Even with the rain tonight, you came out, had umbrellas and stuff, played the national anthem, and then they said, "Go to the band room." So they headed out real fast, and that's great right there. So
yeah, you mentioned April Cochran, and she has been doing our flag team for many years, and she is just such a big part of what we do out here. I mean, you take a band and put them on the field with 40, 50 kids without a flag team, and it's going to look like half the size it does whenever you put those flags out there. They are such a huge part of what we do, and they get pretty well overlooked as being but for as much as they do, and they work, you talk about kids that working really hard, and April works really hard. They do auditions in May, and then they work all summer, and then they do, after the band rehearses for 2 hours on a Tuesday night, they stay another hour and do their flag rehearsal. And so they're putting in the time, and it shows, because every judge comments on our color guard about how they look and how together they are, and how much they add to our performance on the field, as well as their little ensemble that they're about to do here in just a minute.
April told me to let you press play whenever she points to you, and don't let the screen go down.
That's got to be down. Where's Greg Cox at? Put it on the PA.
But I tell you what, they've been such a big part of what we're doing here at Cordell that tell you what, we're just really, really proud of them.
Well, see, talking about April, I love the fact that she's a lifer from Cordell. She's born here, went to school here. I knew her as Thunder for years.
Is that right?
Because there was a team on basketball. You had Thunder and Lightning. Her and Jamie Edlin were Thunder and Lightning. Whenever they played, they dominated everything they did in basketball and stuff. And then she went to college, came back here, and got involved with the flag girls and stuff. So she's still Thunder. She makes them roar and do a good job right here. So.
Well, we overlapped at Southwestern for just a little bit.
If her phone goes off, that's the code to get in.
And so she actually came to Southwestern my last year there when I was a graduate assistant, and she was a flag there at Southwestern. And so when after a few years, when I ended up here in Cordell, we met up and kind of got reacquainted, and
And see, everybody doesn't know that was the 03-04 school year, so I know that
Yes.
for a good reason.
Yes. Your daughter graduated that year.
So that's 14
She was
years.
our drum major.
You bet. Yeah. So that was a great season right then. And they've done in April does a super job right here. And so they were down at competition also. Did you guys have a dress rehearsal competition? Usually for years you went to Rush Springs for a semi-competition before you went to the competition at Lawton. So.
Yeah, a few years ago that there was a change in directors at the Rush Springs band program, and so that competition closed, and so we haven't done that in a few years.
Well, I thought you hadn't, but I hadn't got to talk to you since then to know this stuff. So, like I said, you've been avoiding me. April avoids me like a plague now, so, but that's okay. So.
Well, I'm a busy guy.
Well, at halftime, like I said, if the band's out here playing and you got your flags working and stuff, and then by the time we get to an opportunity, you're going, I need a break. We've been playing the entire first half, give the band kids the third quarter off, and then they come back and play the fourth quarter, which they deserve it because they do such a super job. So.
Well, we appreciate that. I just want to give out a shout out to all of our coaches here at Cordell. I think it's a pretty extraordinary thing that we have going at Cordell because the band is really there for the team. The coaches, they really help us out. I mean, we share kids. We've got a few football players that come out and march at halftime, and that's the way it ought to be everywhere, but I'm afraid that the unfortunate truth is it's rare.
Yeah,
and I really appreciate our coaches because they all support us, and we look to support them in any way that we can, in every way that we can.
You bet. And Beasley, this is his 10th year here to be a coach and stuff, and under his tutelage, after the ball game, the football players come over and celebrate the band.
That has been
you don't see that happen for a long time.
That has been a long tradition here at Cordell, and I love that. Win or lose, they come over, and it is our privilege to give them just a good job, whether they win or lose, and it's a lot more fun when they win. Their faces are a lot more pleasant to look at, but that's a pretty neat tradition that we have going here.
You bet, and they do a good job. And what I like, I get here early and I'm here and see these come in. I was here when Hobart came in before they got here for the ball game stuff. But most games I'm there before the ball games. Now sometimes your buses have cut it close getting to a ball game, but you always show up. So
we always show up. Yeah. All right.
And then I used to hear some of the stories. Well, we made a wrong turn here. I had to stop there. Whatever it is. But the thing of it is, you guys are here and do a great job with the band and then the flag girls and stuff. And it's such a good camaraderie right here for both of them to do that. So. Yeah.
You mentioned us being in Lawton, and actually, we had a little snag in that the ACT got rescheduled. We had 10 of our band members that were supposed to take that ACT that we're going to have to either choose or we're going to have to not go to contest. And so thank goodness Mr. Overton put out an email to the music chair of OSSAA, and they allowed us to reschedule for another location. And so we actually traveled to Alva yesterday, and that's where we just a little longer,
but
2 hour drive instead of an hour and a half.
It's a scenic drive up there. I've been to Alva before, so yeah. So you guys went and competed in Alva yesterday?
We did,
okay.
And it was a really good day. I mean, it was beautiful. The sun was out. Kind of worked out to our advantage because they've been hosting that competition in Enid, and for I don't know what the reason was, but for some reason they were unable to host this year, and so they asked Alva to host over there at Northwestern. So nobody has played there in the last 6 years. So it wasn't like we were at any kind of disadvantage because nobody had been there in the last 6 years.
You set the standard for it. See,
we
you set the bar really high. That's good. So
we had to wait and perform after till the very end, which meant all the 4As performed before us. We're class 3A in band, and my kids looked a little bit shaken. They were right behind the Clinton band. Clinton's got about 110 members. So, and I just told the kids, I said, look, you guys are going to do awesome. You don't even have to compete with them. Don't you even worry about that. And they went out there and they really showed off. They did a great job. Our show this year has been the music from The Greatest Showman, the story of the Barnum Bailey Circus, and some great music in there, and the kids have really done a great job with it. It was kind of a long shot. I felt like when I chose the music, I'm like, man, sometimes you just don't know. Kind of like when Coach picks out his non-conference games, you sometimes think, okay, well, let's just go see what we're capable of. I don't know if we can beat this team, but let's go find out.
That's right.
That's kind of the way we chose music this year. We're like, I don't know if we can pull this off. This is gonna be some tough music, but the kids really worked hard, and judges were impressed. I was impressed. I think they were impressed with themselves.
That's super. That's a super event right there. If they can get all that done and going to Alva to set the new standard for them, set the bar high,
yes.
And everybody has to come up to that. So you're going to have to work harder next year to get back to the same level.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and you've also been, this year you're running the cross-country teams.
That's right.
So added a little more duty to you. So if you thought you used to have 8 or 10 hours off during the day, that 8 or 10 hours probably disappeared a little bit then, didn't it? So,
yeah, I've not been lacking in the finding things to keep me busy. That has been a pretty easy task to stay busy this year.
Well, that's good. How did our cross-country do? I mean, we was talking, I know cross-country state is tomorrow. We don't have anybody going, you said, but I mean on Saturday. But
we had at least one that was probably a shoe-in, probably would have qualified even if he didn't qualify on our team. Eric Boker last year would have qualified for state individually, even if his team didn't qualify, and would have qualified again this year. But the week before regionals, he pulled a hamstring. And not sure. He was supposed to go back to the doctor this week, but the last I heard was it was either strained, pulled, or maybe even tore. And so they are supposed to be checking into that, but he was out, and so that kind of a bad way to end your cross-country career, but I guarantee you he would have been there.
Yeah, well, I know, and I've talked about Kobe Rivera. Did he run cross-country this year?
Not this year.
Okay, well, I know he has in the past, and I didn't know if he was running cross-country this year or not. But for a football player to get up after playing on Thursday night this week, but usually on Friday night, then go run cross-country, because you guys traveled all over and had a lot of cross-country meets.
And I certainly understand that. We come back from a football game on a Friday night. We went that first week, we went to Moreland. We got back to town probably about 11:30, and when we got back, finally got the kids all, sent off to home, and got home, got to bed. It was probably about 12:30 at least, and then had to be back up here to go to, let's see, where'd we go? Oh, to Watonga that first week, and so we had to be back up to the school 5:45, 5:15, somewhere along in there, and to take off to go to Watonga, and then you expect kids to run 3 miles when they get there.
And that's a big deal, especially when they've been out late. I mean, and I know the band kids have been there. You're talking 11:30 or 12. Football players get home in later than that, and I know it makes for a late night, but then everybody starts over and they've got another chore to do the next day.
That's
it's like you're running, and I'm around town enough. I see these kids out running on Saturday and Sunday and stuff, and that shows dedication to what they're doing, because they're going to run basically every day of the week somewhere.
Absolutely, and I've got 2 or 3 of my girls that are playing high school softball as well. So not only are they in the band and in the cross country team, but they're also playing softball. And I mean, so some of these kids, they're double and triple dipping in these activities, and that's great. That's great that we can do that in a small school, because in a lot of big schools you're not allowed to do that. You don't have those opportunities. But the kids sure do. They sure do work hard.
And we've done this long enough that you walk, and I've made the comment several times, Cordell travels well, and I mean that because they dress professionally. They're usually uniform, have the same T-shirts on or jackets or uniforms and stuff. And then when they come in, you know it's Cordell because they do it in a professional manner. They do it in a polite, courteous manner, and they represent our town magnificently. So
absolutely, most places, anytime we go anywhere, we take kids to eat somewhere. It's not unusual at all to get compliments about how well behaved our students are, and that's not just our band. That's our football players. That's our baseball players. That's all of our kids on any of these activities from Cordell. We do it right here.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege to be in Cordell because those kinds of things are not just happening at the school. Those are things that are happening at home, and it's just a great community to be a part of.
Just a great place to be, and that speaks well, like you said, of the administration, the coaches, the support people, and the parents and everything, because it takes a little bit to get them here and there and get them ready, because they've got to get them up so they can get to school early, so they can be on a bus and go somewhere for a couple hours one way or the other. So,
well, just for example, we weren't going to be able to, because we were so late in the day, we weren't going to be able to get the football players. I've got 3 starters in the band that are football players, and they weren't going to be able to get back because we played so late in the afternoon for practice, and so they had practice that morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. So
God, that's dedication.
It is. It was pretty chilly, I tell you what, at 6 o'clock in the morning, but they get out there, they get after it, and then they come and give everything they've got. Talk about Kobe Rivera, trying to play football and run cross country. You got kids that are playing a whole half of football, probably playing both sides of the ball, and then coming out and marching and then going back out and playing the second half.
Yeah.
These kids here at Cordell are just pretty amazing.
They're good kids. They're well coached. Steve, I appreciate you coming by and talking to us, and congratulations on the band getting ones and the flag girls getting superiors. It's just been a great effort, and we're only getting started big time in this year then. So the flag girls just now performed for us. I know it's on the video, so you can see it on the computer and stuff, and we appreciate that effort. So, Steve, thanks for coming by, and we're going to do it again.
All right.
Okay.
I'll try to be more of a regular from here on out.
Thank you. Now I do appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Dudley.
Okay.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
We're going to come back here, give you a little more update. Appreciate Steve Smith coming by because he's ran double duty this year. We're running the band, helping with the flags, and then running the cross-country program also. There's a lot of people we got to talk about, and we don't have anybody going to state on Saturday this year for the cross-country. It'll be the first time in several years, but it's not from a lack of effort from the kids right here. Want to remind everybody that on Saturday we're going to have Pumpkin Festival this Saturday, and the band will be there to perform. I think they kick it off. Did I read that they kick it? They're going to have a little performance at 9 o'clock, and then the parade starts at 10, or they start at 8 o'clock, and then the band starts, the parade starts at 9. It's one of the two. I read that earlier, but I get forgetful from time to time. That's no problem. So
has nothing to do with your age, though.
No, I read it and can't remember it. But then I did talk to Terry Jones down at Sunshine Cafe because they're not going to have their normal pumpkin pancake breakfast before the Pumpkin Festival on Saturday, but he said, don't worry, we're going to cook pumpkin pancakes at Sunshine Cafe, so you got to have them. They're good, so in case that's on your menu. I almost went down and had pancakes this morning, but I think I'll wait and go down Saturday morning and have pumpkin pancakes there at Sunshine, and then go over to the Pumpkin Festival, which will be taken in the park down here. So come down to the park and the car show, activities all day long. So it's going to be a great day on Saturday, and the weather's going to be really nice on Saturday also.
So yeah, it's supposed to be a really fine day. Going to give you a couple of scoring updates. Sayers 6, Hinton 6 at the half. Mangum 20, Merritt 20 at the half. Scrolling on down to find some more conference games here. We have...
Oh, I can see the rain and the lights. That mist and rain still coming down.
That's not mist. That's full blown rain.
It's rain. Okay.
That's grown up mist. Frederick up 18-0 on Hollis in the second quarter, and Hooker is leading. The number 1 ranked Hooker is leading their ball game. That's Class A scores. Thomas up 21-0 on Moreland, and Hooker is up 19-5 against Oklahoma Bible.
Some other things going on in the area. Next Tuesday night, the FFA labor auction. My labor FFA coach couldn't come by tonight, so I told him I'd talk about this on Tuesday night starting at 6 o'clock. They got their regular free dinner and everything. The sale will start right after that. They've got 39 young adults that are going to be auctioned off to do labor for your benefit. You're going to put some work into them. Sam's going to be one of the kids that are auctioned off and stuff. We're going to make him work real hard. So Sam, we appreciate him. He's running the camera for us tonight, and so we appreciate that. There's also 97 bales of round hay bales of blue stem hay. There's a lot of items that they've built and everything. Oh, didn't even give them another warm-up, did they?
They did. You talked right through it, brother.
I missed that one then, so, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, take over. Give me a little time off here.
Now I know how my congregation feels when I don't stop preaching on time.
Just Chatterbox Deluxe.
Yeah, coming back from the half, Blue Devils received in the first half, kicking in a steady rain. Kick straight up in the air, going to fall in between some defenders, and they're going to fall on it right about the 24-yard line is the Bearcats, and I imagine that we're going to see a lot of clean jerseys take the field at this point. In fact, there's a whole bunch of clean jerseys taking the field for the Bearcats right now. Significant to a lot of second string and backups getting some playing time. They're well in command of this one, and they have executed their game plan really well. And not only have they executed well, they've had a lot of breaks go their way. A deflected pass bouncing right into the hands of the defender, and they fumbled the ball a couple of times, and they happened to be right there to fall on it. And it's just one of those games, just how it goes. Blue Devils come out looking for effort. Everybody in tight, quarterback under center in the I formation, and there is a flag from the get-go.
On the play to start off. One other thing I want to mention about the band says also, remember the band boosters will be selling homemade pumpkin rolls this fall. There will be a booth at the Pumpkin Festival. All your favorite band members will take orders for pumpkin rolls starting in October and will deliver in November. So order your pumpkin rolls. They're really good.
Pumpkin rolls. Remember, everybody, pumpkin rolls. Pumpkin rolls, Pumpkin Festival. It's going to be first down and 15 for the Bearcats. One wide to the right. Quarterback under center. Backs in an I formation. They're going to hand off to the up man, and he is going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're going to start to see some Blue Devils bringing in some backup jerseys. Number 65, if I'm correct, that is Billy coming in the ball game.
Billy.
Yes, it's not going to come up. Let's see, 65.
I got Dylan Stoltz.
Is that Stoltz at 65?
Yeah,
Okay, then that is correct on that. Yeah, he's a freshman coming in the ball game. Where is the other one? He's a different 60-something.
Yeah.
All right, then. Second down and 14. No gain on the play. Going to pitch it to the right, and the ball's on the ground. And it looks like the Blue Devils may come up with this football. See who comes up with it. They haven't given us a signal yet, so they're spotting it for the Bearcats.
They must have landed on it. So.
They're usually pretty aggressive and pretty demonstrative when somebody else falls on the football. And it'll be third down and long. Third down and 15 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, for no gain on that play.
No gain.
So it'll still be Hobart.
Actually, he lost about a yard. They got into. They'd gained a yard on two plays, and here on the third play lost one. Now he's gonna. Oh, he fumbles again. Now he's having a hard time controlling that pitch. He's throwing that pitch right back into his chest, and that's going to be recovery for the Blue Devils. And he's turning around pitching the ball straight back to him, and the ball's slick, and it's going through the running back's hands. And that one's recovered by the Blue Devils on the Bearcat 20.
Good field position for Cordell. We'll take this.
It looks as though the Bearcats will bring their starting defense back on the field for the most part.
Well, they're pitching a shutout. Usually you want to kind of keep that. You got to have a 15-point margin, and they've got that much, if not a whole lot more. So
8:50 remaining in the third quarter. We have a continuous clock now, so this game will wrap up relatively quickly. Won't see too many commercial breaks from this point on. The clock is just going to keep winding. Blue Devils with the snap. Ball goes through Maddox's hand, and he falls on it. Ball's really slick now after that. At halftime, we had a good, hard, steady rain, so I imagine it's reflecting really well down on the field.
You got out in it. Did the youngin in the snowstorm do okay?
The youngin in the snowstorm is doing fine. They had to stay on the bottom of the mountain tonight.
Good idea.
Yeah, which, you're glad to see when your grown children make good decisions.
You bet.
Second down and long for the Blue Devils. Maddox in the shotgun, too wide to the left, looking to air it out. He's having to roll to his left, throws underneath, ball up in the air, and no good.
It was halfway deflected right there and went over to the left side over there. It was intended for Carson Nickel,
Yeah.
and I was afraid Hobart was going to be in position to pick one off after it was deflected.
Yeah, well, he was in position before it got to Nickel, and there were two guys on the other side of Nickel. And I think at least two different people had to go through their hands. That's a slick ball out there right now. Third down and, we'll call it 16. And I'm only going to call it 16 because Mr. Cox over the PA said it was 17. Maddox back to pass, and he's looking to scramble. Now throws underneath, has a man, and can't hold on to it. Just a slick ball right now. And that's going to bring up 4th and long.
Well, 4th and field goal range. Have we got a field goal kicker?
We have technically a field goal kicker that don't have field goal range. He's an extra point kicker. Yeah.
Could help out in the rain right here tonight. It might be slick enough it'll slide right on through.
Well,
we're going to go for it though.
Yeah. Well, you're in no man's land here. Quick pass to the left, and he has him, and he is tackled short of the line to gain. In fact, they get back to just beyond the original line of scrimmage, and turnover on downs with 6:35 remaining. Again, rolling with a continuous clock here, which up 39-0. Both teams with games that matter ahead of them now. It's just a good rule of thumb to not get guys hurt. You got a chance against the other two teams you're playing at halftime down 39-0. I'm all for fight it out, death before dishonor and all that stuff.
Right.
But there's sometimes it's decided, and you just need to do the best you can while that clock rolls. Man, fumble on the play. He picks it up though. It's wasn't a bad snap. The ball is very wet, kind of sloppy football right now. Both teams having a hard time holding on and catching with the wet ball. Fumble recovered by the Bearcats for. Looks like he might have fallen forward for about a half a yard.
Yeah, line of scrimmage has been the 18. They give him the 19 on this. And then you're talking about things in the future. Next game for the Cordell Blue Devils will be a week from Friday. As Hollis comes to town, that will be senior night. So be out here and support your seniors and the players and stuff. Last home ball game of the season for the Blue Devils.
All right, one wide to the left. Bearcats in the I formation, handed off to the up man. He's stacked up around the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be no gain on the play. They're actually going to give him a yard. And it's going to be about 3rd and 7. They're in the long 7 for the Bearcats. Everybody, the Bearcats have just come down from 2A to 1A football. And if you'll look at both sidelines, they have more guys on their sideline than we have on our entire team. That just shows you the disparity as far as the size of the enrollment goes. And when you have more guys to pick from, you have more players to play. It's just how it works. Off to the right, and he breaks a tackle. Running back breaks a tackle, but still going to come up short of the first down. Should be 4th down for the Bearcats, and we might see them punt for the first time tonight.
You bet. That was a handoff to the deep man. He went to the right side. Spun forward. Where are they going to give him? About the 27?
Yeah, it looks like the 27. I don't know. that I've seen 2 flags tonight. I think we've seen a false start, 2 false starts, and an offsides, and both of them, all 3 of them, have been on the Bearcats. Haven't seen the Blue Devils flag for anything as of yet tonight. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx something. And Bearcats back to punt. Snap, good snap, straight away kick, good punt down to Blue Devil 45. Takes a Bearcat roll down to the 36-yard line. Blue Devils will take over there, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards. Now, there's going to be over 200 weaned feeder calves from 3 different consignments. They'll be from 350 to 650 pounds. All have been worked, they've had their shots, and they've been weaned at least 30 days. And we'll have some other great consignments as well. Again, that's weather permitting. And don't forget our female and bull replacement sale Saturday, November 17th. See you Wednesday, October 24th at the Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business at the Hobart Stockyards.
All right, Blue Devils have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line, come out in the wishbone formation. Rivera with the ball drives ahead to about the 42-yard line, maybe the 43. The officials doing a pretty good job of switching out footballs every other play because once it's been on the field for more than one play, it's a soaking wet football. They'll bring him back to the sideline, dry him off. Hopefully we can hold on to him. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils. Bearcats on defense, looking to hold the Blue Devils. Wishbone formation for the Blue Devils. Schweitzer back in the backfield. Lead blocker Larson finds a little bit of room, squeezes up maybe for about a yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 with 2 minutes remaining, 2:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Blue Devils trail this one.
Larson got a little bit out of that one as he kind of turned sideways trying to leak through there, and he got a yard. So
I'll tell you what, I watched him most of the season in junior high, and if he just progresses as he's demonstrated here his freshman year, he's going to be fun to watch in the next couple of years.
That's what you got to look forward to, right?
Yeah, that's what you got to look forward to. Blue Devils come to the line, 3rd down and 4. It's going to be a quarterback lead by design, and Maddox barrels ahead to the 49-yard line, 1st down for the Blue Devils.
Good job. That'll be Cordell's. They haven't had many. That'll be their first down of the ball game.
Yeah, I guess that qualifies for not many.
And the ball's right at the 50-yard line. The nose of the ball touches the 50.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is the first time in 3 weeks I've seen an officiating crew give us the yards we actually made. Last couple of weeks we'd get some yardage and we'd be spotted a yard short every time almost. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Wishbone formation, Maddox under center, hands off to Schweitzer, rumbling ahead down to the Bearcat 44, 43 and a half, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Good run by Schweitzer there, straight ahead. 50 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Good run right up the middle.
Yep.
Paxton's got the steam and the mobility to do it. If he just gets one block, he'll be open and keep on going.
Blue Devils back out in the wishbone formation. Going to hand off straight ahead again, barreling over some tacklers and rumbling down to the 31-yard line of Schweitzer. And that's 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. That's going to be enough to move the chains for another Blue Devil 1st down.
2 in a row right here down to
Two
the
in a row.
31-yard line. But you get Paxton a little room and a little effort up the middle, and he might not be facing the number 1 defense for Hobart right now either. So.
No, well, he's definitely not doing that. Those jerseys on the field are pretty clean. Those white jerseys for the Bearcats. And I think we're just going to run it into the 4th quarter. 5 seconds left on the game clock. And they're not going to get that. Well, they got it off. Hand off to Rivera. Straight off tackle. Rumbles down to about the 25-yard line. And at the end of 3, Blue Devils trail this one 39-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Great consignments, weather permitting, Wednesday, October 20th.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
All right, then. We're back here to begin the fourth quarter. 12 minutes remaining in the ball game. Blue Devils have a second and 2. Looking through fogged up glass here. Blue Devils have a 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard gain by Paxton Schweitzer. Blue Devils in the wishbone. Maddox keeps it around the right end and rumbles down to the... Well, he came down about the 10 and did the backstroke to about the 8. But they're going to spot him right at the 10-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. More players coming in for the Bearcats, getting some playing time in. I've got a
Rodney's listening. He said, "How's the game going so fast?" It's a continuous clock, Rodney. We're going to let it run here. So
yeah, the game's pretty much decided. So the coaches, in a situation like this, oftentimes will get together and say, "Hey, let's just let the clock run, get this one over with, and move on to next week." So that was a short gain for the Blue Devils there. Got about 2.5 yards on the play. And just to acknowledge some of our cheer crew tonight, they don't have the pleasure of competing on a night like this. They just kind of get wet. So just going to acknowledge our senior cheerleaders here. We have a flyer in our program: Abby Campbell, Sarah Wadle, Taylor Jaworski. Blue Devils in the shotgun, and ball comes loose, and Blue Devils recover. Again, Taylor Jaworski, and those are your 4. Casey Lee, those are your 4 senior cheerleaders, and Brittany Dudgeon, your drum majorette as a senior. Your senior football players still active are Colby Rivera, James Ivy, Paxton Schweitzer, and Drayton Maddox. Come honor them next week at Seniors Night. One last time to see them on their home field. Blue Devils come out in the wishbone, pitch to the left, drugged down from behind at about the 14-yard line. Loss on the play with 9:50 remaining in the game, and this game well decided. Blue Devils going for it on 4th down.
And with next Friday night, a week from Friday being senior night, you want to go have a free supper on Tuesday night at the Activity Center, as the FFA has their labor auction on Tuesday night. It starts at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. There's all kinds of good cooking going on there. Blue Devils with 4th down. Schweitzer in motion. Maddox back to pass. Throwing off his back foot up in the air. Ball comes up short around the 5. Hobart intercepts. He's looking for some running room, and he is having a tough time dragging him down. And there is a flag on the play after the interception. And that's going to – he returned the interception out to about the 30. Flag back on the 10. And that's going to back the Bearcats up to with inside the 10-yard line. And it's still going to be their ball because it occurred after the turnover. So with 8:50 remaining in the ball game, Bearcats will take over deep inside Blue Devil territory. Excuse me. Yes, their own territory, rather. I'm sorry.
And they'll work at that, no problem. But I did have my ag teacher called in and was talking about what all they were going to have, and they've got a lot of projects. Like I said, there's 39 young adults that will be offering their services for a nominal fee. It'll benefit the ag program. The ag program has been traveling, and they do competitions. They're as busy as the band and cross country and everything else is. So there's a lot of good things that they do. They're going to have a lot of things to be auctioned off, food, projects and Christmas projects, anything like that you might need. They're going to have it available on.
And there's a turnover on the play. Bearcats started with the football at their own 5-yard line. There's a fumble on the play. Drayton Maddox scoops it up and scores. So that is a Blue Devil touchdown after the return fumble. And it will come out. Let's see if we're going to try to kick this or go for two. Let's see. We're I don't know that it matters much. I don't. Maybe. Let's see what we have here. We have 2 kickers coming on the field. Now we have one coming off.
They're looking for
the stand, and here it comes from the manager over here. Looks like Raiden Keeney's going to line up for the kick. Number 11 is Parker Johnson. Looks like he's going to hold, or is it the other way around this time? They've been rotating this year. And it looks like Parker's going to get a shot at it. And Raiden Keeney on the hold. And here we go. There is the snap spot. It is up, and it is good. So with 7:45 remaining in the ball game, Blue Devils are on the board. It is the Hobart Bearcats 39, Cordell Blue Devils 7. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Okay, we're back here. 7:46 remaining in the ball game. Gotten a couple of questions as to how the game's going so fast in the second half, and we run a continuous clock here, and I think Dudley has some updates on some scores for us.
Boston 1, Astros 0 in the 4th.
Go Red Sox.
Burns Flat 38, Surreal 6, Fox 24, Corn Bible Academy 0, Clinton 21, Anadarko 0, Frederick 18, Hollis 0, Sayre and Hinton 6-6, Merritt and Mangum 20 and 20.
Update on that Sayre Hinton score. We have Sayre 14, Hinton 6.
Okay.
And that's district play there, trying to get some updates there. Blue Devils line up to kick the football. I'm kind of curious as to see if they'll try an onside kick just for the sake of practicing it.
Well,
and it looks like he's going to size it up. We'll see how it goes.
Cameron Cochran, he'll kick it off and kick it deep.
That's the
I like
hope.
the way he kicks right now.
He's done well this year. And again, I think we mentioned him first game of the season. You know, after losing a kicker that had been kicking for us for 4 years almost. Ball fielded at the 10 by Bearcats. He muffs it, but he picks it up. He cuts back and is met at the 11-yard line by a host of Blue Devils. Larson leading the pack. And
Grissom was there and turned him. Yeah.
Turned him to the outside, and Larson and 2 or 3 others were there on the play.
Shane Perkins.
Number 15.
Yeah.
It's
super pursuit right there.
Yeah, very much so. Good contain for the Blue Devils. And it's for the Blue Devils, we've seen Hobart rotate some players in. We just don't have that many ponies to rotate. That's just what it comes down to. We've got several guys on the field that have played the entire game, but we don't have anybody else at their position to spell them at this point.
Well, and like I said, we got a lot of freshmen here, and they played on Monday night, and then they're ready to play tonight if Coach wants them to.
That's right. And their ball's on the ground again. Young tailback having a tough time holding on to the football, and it is going to be recovered by the Bearcats, and it will bring up a second down. He lost 2 on the play. Bring up second down and 12 with 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Young tailbacks having a hard time in this rain holding on to the full football. And
they might not be drying their ball off as well as our kids dry off our ball.
Well, hey, it speaks to good management. He's going to hand off to the tailback instead of trying to pitch him the ball this time, and that fares a whole lot better. Still met at the line of scrimmage by the Blue Devil defensive line. and it'll be 3rd down and a solid 11 coming up with 6 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Just another reminder there. I talked about the Tuesday night is the FFA labor auction. Then mark your calendar for November 4th is the junior class turkey dinner.
All right. I love the turkey dinner. And that one is ran off just off to the left guard and met at the line of scrimmage. Bearcats will punt with 5:30 at the moment. At 5:30 left to play in the ball game, leading this one. Back to receive, and there's another spot that we're missing, where Corbin, Dane Corbin, he's our punt returner, but he's missing this game, and now Rivera's back. So in Class 8 football in smaller schools, when you lose a guy, it's a big deal. Nice punt by the Bearcats, takes a Bearcat bounce down to stays on this side of the 50. Blue Devils will have the football on the 48, the Bearcat 48. We're going to go away for 30 seconds and come right back here. Listen to 107 The Zone.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm back in basic training. I had a drill sergeant used to say, if it ain't raining, it ain't training. Well, it's been training the whole day. Balls lofted up into the air down the field. Grissom able to wrangle it in about the 31-yard line. Let's see which foot he's going to spot it with, and I'll tell you where it's going to be. They're going to give him the 30, and ball just hung up in the air forever because it slipped out of Maddox's hand trying to get it deep. And that'll be 1st and 10, a 28, no, it was 18. I was right the first time. 18-yard gain. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. I have my shoes on. I can't count my toes at the same time. Blue Devils come out in a wishbone formation. Schweitzer straight up the middle for about 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, they gave him a better spot than 3. Gave him 4 on the play.
Schweitzer with a good carry right there.
Yeah.
But you got to talk about Grissom. He had to come back on that pass. He was way past the pattern, seen the ball was short, and he came back a couple of yards and caught it. Still made a good effort to get there and catch that ball.
Former Dallas Cowboy great wide receiver Drew Pearson used to call that a medicine ball. And what it means is that ball's thrown up in the air, and after you as the receiver catches it, you're going to need some medicine because you got hit.
You're going to eat it big time.
Maddox rolls to the right, pitches back to Rivera, and the ball's loose. And Blue Devils are going to recover.
Kind of late pitch.
Yeah, late
Rivera
pitch.
Went to the ground, but I think he got it covered.
He got it covered up. So Blue Devils backed up to 3rd and 15 at the Hobart 35. 2:45 remaining in the ball game. And looking to the sideline for the play. Maddox has a signal going to the huddle now. And then this is a different era of football where they do signals and wristbands, and I can remember as a young man that play being shuttled in by somebody who didn't get a lot of playing time, honestly. Blue Devils in. There's the end around the Grissom. He cuts it back to the inside, bounces to the outside, has a little bit of a lane, breaks a tackle, and rumbles down to the 18, 19-yard line. That should be enough for a Blue Devil first down.
That was a good call, good play, good run by Grissom right there.
Yeah, and that they're moving the chain, so that is a Blue Devil first down. Saw our chain gang down at the concession stand at halftime, and go, hey guys, we haven't even made fun of you on the radio yet today, and they go, oh man, we appreciate that. I go, no, I'm just kidding. Of course we've made fun of you on the radio today.
If the administration changed or help us out a little bit, it wouldn't hurt. So, hey, but Quentin and Buddy and the crew, they've done this for a lot of years. We appreciate them, the ambulance crew, the press box crew.
Well, it takes a lot to make something like this happen. I mean, down to, like you said, the maintenance crew and we have a lot of people here that work after the game to get everything cleaned up. A lot of people that work before the game to get the lines and the numbers on the field. Volunteers running the chains. It just takes a whole lot to get something like this done. And all appreciation to everybody who's made this happen. It is 2nd down and 6 after a dive off the right tackle for the Blue Devils. Handoff to the second man through, and he carries the load down to the 14-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down, and it looks like a long 4, maybe 5. Blue Devils with 50 seconds remaining in this affair. Trying to score. No timeouts have been called this half. I wouldn't foresee one coming here. 3rd down and 5, we'll call it. Blue Devils come out. Wishbone formation. Maddox under center. See what we get here. Pitch to the left, and he may get the edge here. He's got down to the 10. He's got at least a 1st down. Falls down to the 6.
With 23 seconds rolling, and the clock is rolling.
All right.
They may get one more playoff. They may not. So.
It's going to be close, and I think they're trying to get one more out, one more off. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Down on the 7-yard line. He's going to pitch to the left again. He cuts it back through the middle, and he's going to fall forward. Blue Devil touchdown as the clock, well, they stopped it with 1.8 seconds left. Touchdown, and I believe that was Kobe Rivera through on the play.
Yeah, on the left side, Kobe went in there. Kobe got in the end zone. Thank you. Good job right there. So
all right,
will have their 13th point of the ball game.
Blue Devils sticking with it in the second half. You can roll over and die, or you can fight through it. Sometimes you just play a better team.
You bet. Broncos lead the Arizona 28-3 at halftime.
All right then.
My brother-in-law will be happy tonight. So.
I never concerned myself with making my brother-in-law happy.
Well, the way the Broncos have played this year,
yeah,
it takes a lot to make this all happen.
There you go. And the extra point is up and good, and they wind the clock, and that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of this one, it is the Hobart Bearcats playing a dominant first half, getting a 39-0 lead at halftime. And on a continuous clock, this one finishes at 39-14 in favor of the Bearcats. Everybody shaking hands in midfield now. The officials soaked to the bone, and so the chain gang walking across the field there. They look like they've been a little more excited after a ball game. Now we're going to cut to break for just a moment and get you some wrap-up time after we come back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
You move to the sidelines when stocks are...
Hey. All right, we're here at the end of this one. Both teams huddled up in the middle of the field. Bearcats breaking huddle, headed to the locker room. Blue Devils talking it out with the coaches. A couple of quick scoring updates for you before we sign off tonight. We have Apache over Elmore City 40-14. We have Frederick over Hollis 24-0. And we have, scrolling down to Sayre and Hinton. Sayre is up on that one 14-6. And Thomas is over Moreland 28-0. Merritt and Mangum still knotted up at 20.
Good effort all the way around on a rainy night, and I'm sure these other people dealing with the rain like we have tonight. I want to say thank you to our coaches. They've done good, even in inclement weather. These young men from Cordell, they never backed off. They never backed up. They played this game from top to finish. Super game, and they wind up with a 39-14 loss right here. But they played strong and they played hard. And like when Steve Smith was up here talking, he said, a lot of these kids, they play in the band also, so they'll play the first half, come out and play in the band, go back to the locker room, come back out and play the second half. And a lot of them are in activities on the weekends. So, and like I mentioned, they travel good. They represent our communities well. So you should be proud of these kids when you see them, these young men when you see them, the cheerleaders, men and women, the flag crew, the coaches, administration, and like you mentioned, this field is in good shape.
Very good shape.
It's freshly mowed. You have to line it up, and the heavy rain headed your way in a few minutes from Rodney. So our game's over, Rodney. I appreciate that, but somebody has to come out and mow this thing. Then they have to come out and paint it and everything. And so
my vote is Darren Taylor mows it tomorrow morning early before, so he can't sleep in. He's walking behind us there.
Well, and then we have our film crew. Chris is here
Yes.
filming, and then Sam's filming for the internet right there. We appreciate that. So when you see these young adults around town, let them know how much you appreciate it, because the band got all ones at competition yesterday at Alva. The flag crew, like Steve said, is 16th year in a row, won the
superior
rating up there. So that is great right there. So when you're out running around, tell them thank you for what they do. We don't have anybody participating in state cross country on Saturday, but it's not from a lack of effort and work that they've done. Then I want to remind everybody, Tuesday night is the FFA labor auction. They've got good food, a lot of good things to auction off to help them. I know Jigs the Smokehouse always donates jerky. There's going to be food. There's going to be prizes. They make a lot of items out of metal in the metal shop right here that they'll auction off. It'll be, some of it's OU and OSU, some of it's for pretty, some of it's for nice. Just come to the activity center on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock for a nice meal there. Like we talked, the junior high football season ended this past Monday, so they ended there. So the next activity will be a week from tomorrow night. On Friday night will be the last home ball game of the year. It'll be senior night right here.
Seniors.
As we'll all honor the senior cheerleaders, flag crew, and football players. So come out and support those next Friday night on the 27th, I guess. I don't know what my dates are. I'm a little
today's the
confused
18th,
right
so tomorrow's the 19th. It's going to be 26th.
26th, okay.
All right.
So, but come out and support them and make an effort. I mean, I know that this season has not been what we anticipated, but the kids have played hard and worked hard. And like I said, the football players come over and celebrate the band. The band got to go home early tonight because of the rain. They deserve it. They've got their ones yesterday at competition, so they do a good job. And like I said, they did the national anthem with umbrellas so they could do the national anthem. Then they went to the band room to keep their instruments dry and warm and everything. Then the flag crew did get to perform a little bit here at halftime. And it's still a rainy night in Cordell.
And just one final update. Number 10, Frederick, 30-0 over Hollis in the third quarter. Number 1, Hooker, up 33-5 on Oklahoma Bible. Morrison, 32-6 over Drumright. Minko trailing Christian Heritage, 16-13. Apache up 40-14. Sayer and Hinton still locked at 14-6. And one final score, Merritt and Mangum still locked at 20. If there's and that's gonna end it for us.
Well, one other item right here is mention that usually fall break is on a Thursday and Friday. This year, I think the administration did a super job and moved it to Friday and Monday. So they get a 4-day weekend this week, and then they get a 4 days off, and then a 4-day school week next week, which I think is more beneficial to the kids. I was talking to some of the teachers, and they said, yeah, it's better than having a long weekend and then knowing you have to go back to class on Monday. So this way, 4-day weekend, the kids get tomorrow off. Then on Saturday is the Pumpkin Festival. You can have pumpkin pancakes at the Sunshine Cafe, then come down to the Pumpkin Festival at the park right there and enjoy that. There's a lot of activities all day long. The band will be performing. There'll be a parade. There's a car show. Great event on Saturday, and the weather is supposed to be great for this weekend for the Pumpkin Festival.
Yes, okay. Well, for Dudley and myself, we'll sign off as a steady rain continues to fall and more rain on the way. Blue Devils fall in this one. but look to bounce back next week. We'll see you now that we're live streaming. We'll see you next week. And for Mike Sutherland and Dudley, we'll sign off this evening. Good evening, everybody.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and our family.